Let's go to questions from the audience. Okay. Name and affiliation, please. David.
Hi, Danielle. David Kane, tennis.com. So soon after the match, but what do you think went wrong out there for you today?
Yeah, I mean, I think I had 12 days off, minimal preparation kind of going into it. I did my best, and that's all I could do. And there were times that I hit some good shots, and there were times that, you know, it didn't go my way. But I think overall Caroline played, you know, very well and was running down a lot of balls, so all credit to her.
Starting the match as well as you did, you feel like stamina played an issue ultimately in the end?
Yeah. You know, no one out here is immune to having bad days, and, you know, I've physically really been through it, you know, since the Olympics, so it's been a struggle.
Matt.
Hey, Danielle. Matt Futterman from The Athletic. Was it at all challenging or in any way to sort of clear your head and sort of keep it as just a tennis match and not to think of sort of larger things like, you know, last times here and things like that? And what has that process been like the last couple of weeks coming into your home slam?
Yeah, I mean, I've honestly just had so many distractions away from the court. Like, that's just, like, minimal right now. So, you know, just going through life's challenges and coping with it, and, yeah.
Brian.
Hi, Danielle. Sure, Brian Mahoney, Associated Press. It looked like there was someone out there who was trying to give you a bouquet of flowers, maybe. I don't know if they did something yesterday for Dominic Thiem and Schwartzman after they lost. Was there a discussion about doing that with you when you just weren't ready for that yet, or?
Yeah, I'm still in the doubles, and I had requested not to have any presentation on the court. I'm not somebody that likes to celebrate my accomplishments, and I've struggled with feeling guilt, you know, around success, and that's something I've had to work on. So I'm not great, honestly, at like having like an all about me moment. I would prefer to do something like that, maybe in private, you know, but I feel like I've gotten enough attention to last a lifetime. And I was kind of thinking of that movie. I think it was Meet the Parents or Meet the Fockers, where, you know, Gaylord has his shrine and all his like 18th place medals. And I don't want to be like Gaylord, so I think I'm good.
Ava.
Danielle, Ava Wallace from the Washington Post. Will you, sorry to ask about the emotional side of it kind of so soon after, I'm sure you haven't had time to process, but will you kind of put that off until after doubles and just say, I'm focusing on how I feel, focusing on playing that match, or did kind of some of that come to you at the end there?
You mean in the singles match or going into the doubles?
At the end of the singles match, did you just think about how like, wow, that was my...
I mean, I'm still playing the rest of the year, so, or at least that's the plan right now. You know, you never know with life's challenges and, you know, health stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, I was kind of just bummed I couldn't, you know, play some of my best tennis. I just was all over the place with my shots, you know. I feel like my timing was a bit off, and stamina and this and that, and, you know, it's to be expected. I went through a lot at Olympics with the heat stroke. I got really sick after, you know, I'm immunocompromised, so I felt like that kind of played a little bit of a role. And I've just been really physically challenged the last couple weeks, even just with, you know, even with the time off, you know. So, I feel like I still haven't physically like completely recovered. I mean, obviously I've got myself back to where I'm not having pain with the injury too. But, you know, it's hard when you kind of have a lot of momentum going and then you have a sudden stop and some things that come up health-wise. So it's been, challenging.
How much extra is it taking you to get on court just to get prepared to play a match and physically ready?
Well, you know, that's the thing, you know, you can't overdo it too when you come back from an injury, and you have to be careful overtraining and undertraining and trying to find the right amount. And, you know, I had a stopped practice a few times this week because of the injury. And I was really like pleased that I didn't have pain today. That was a big step in the right direction. I know I got through a match last week, which was good. But I just kind of, I need to kind of build that strength back still. It's just, you think about it like during the match too, when you do feel little things here and there. Especially with abdominal injury. I mean, you're using your ab for everything. So, yeah.
Okay. Larry.
Larry Brooks, New York Post. I was just curious. Dominic Thiem was talking yesterday about how he was looking so forward to having a normal life, an ordinary life. I know you're still playing, but I wonder if that's your mentality too, your psychology, that you're looking forward to embracing your post-career.
Yeah. I definitely am. I mean, obviously, I've talked a lot about wanting to have children and starting a family and being excited about that, and just kind of stepping away from being in the spotlight. I like, the idea of not traveling 40 weeks out of the year. I think that's kind of sounds good at this point in my career with all the travel that I've done. Even though I have enjoyed it a lot, I just, I think a lot of us, we dedicate our whole lives to it, to the sport, to the travel. You give up a lot of life experiences, other life experiences for your career. It was a sacrifice, I think, that paid off, and I'm happy that I did it. But, looking forward to other things that I'll get to be able to participate in, that I haven't, so.
Okay, last two, Darcy and Willie.
Hi, Danielle, Darcy Main from ESPN.com. You, of course, as you said, still have doubles. How do you think you kind of regroup for that at this point after kind of a tough day today? And then also, do you think you'll be able to enjoy that, having that kind of last experience here?
Yeah. Kara's a good friend, or has become a good friend of mine. And we've had a lot of fun out on the practice court, so it was kind of a no-brainer to, get together for the the doubles and be able to play in my last slam with her. We haven't played it before, but I feel like I'm in good hands. She's got some titles under her belt on the double side, so it'll be really interesting.
Okay. Willie, last question.
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. Danielle, how would you describe the journey you've been on from the time you decided to retire, including playing so well that so many people said maybe she shouldn't retire? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has been so encouraging, and, it's a compliment that people want to see me play more, and, but at the same time, I'm just kind of ready for that next chapter. The journey's been great, but yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit out of gas. I got a little tired. So
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys.